What was? Did you have any like really awkward or weird things, uncomfortable moments on set? I don't know. Just give me like a goofy story, crazy story from being in film school.
Okay, so there's one goofy story. It's like one of the earlier classes. I won't name names because it's kind of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's,
We'll avoid that.
so we were doing a kind of like an improvised scene outdoors, and we were training with like some FS 100 and FS 700 cameras,
Hmm.
and the camera operator was with the director. The director still had their headphones on, and they went to like walk over to talent and hadn't removed their headphones or something like that, and it ended up causing the camera op to drop the camera. So
Oh,
they dropped the camera, and the lens essentially separated from the mount when it hit the ground. But thankfully, the camera itself wasn't broken. The lens wasn't broken. We got really lucky. It was still
man.
operational, but it still gave everyone like a run for their money in terms of anxiety.
Oh yeah, dude.
Uh,
I would have lost it. I would
yeah,
have been so anxious if I had been either the cam op or that director. Oh my gosh.
and that also goes into I feel like a lot of the people that when they have no idea of how to work with camera operation like cameras, a lot of the
Uh-huh.
equipment that we handled was extremely expensive. I mean, you're talking
Hmm.
about lenses, that might cost a few grand, 5 grand. You're talking about a camera that can be the cost of three cars or two
Yeah.
cars. And when you're holding that and you have that responsibility, if you don't know what you're doing, you feel like you're going to drop it, or you feel like you're intimidated by it.
Yeah.
Uh, I feel like for some that's harder to let go. For me, I felt like as long as you hold on to it, as long as you understand the equipment and respect it, you'll
Hmm.
feel more comfortable and more confident about handling that equipment and
Yeah.
being safe with it.
Yeah. For sure. That's crazy, man. I don't think I had any stories where people broke stuff or almost broke stuff. Did I ever tell you the story about the dude we were doing a directing assignment in Alan's class? Did you have Alan?
I had Alan, yeah.
Yeah. So in our directing class, we were doing this assignment where you had to basically act out something, and people kind of had to guess uh, what your scene was about. And this dude in my class punched a hole in the wall on the soundstage and stuck his hand down his pants in the middle of his scene. Did I ever tell you this story?
You did. I remember you mentioning it.
That's the short version of the story, which to me it was the funniest, most awkward thing because none of us knew what was happening. The dude walks into
I
the
can only
room.
imagine Alan's face.
Oh,
Be like,
it was priceless. It was so priceless. So the guy walks into the soundstage, starts his scene, starts like talking about a girl or something that upset him or broke up with him, whatever. I don't know. Punches a hole in the wall. Um, well, I don't remember if he punched a hole in the wall, but either way, he punched the soundstage wall. The one of the picture frames fell and broke. And then he sits down on the couch, and at this point, we're all just like, we're just stone. Don't know what's gonna happen. This guy's angry right now. But then he like undoes his belt and sticks his hand in his pants and like rubs himself for a minute. And we're all just like, oh my god, what is this guy doing?
what is this?
And
Married with children?
and then he breaks the fourth wall. He gets up into the face of another one of my classmates and starts yelling at him as if he were the girl in this whatever
I
scene
feel
that he's
bad for that
coming up
guy.
with. Oh, he, which is funny because he was like the biggest dude in our class. I'm sure he was not intimidated. But anyway, so the scene ends, and I remember Alan just being like, "All right, let's take a lunch break now." And I don't know what happened after that. I don't know what he
Alright,
said.
guys. So
I don't know what he said to that guy. But yeah, it was one of the most interesting things to
did you
happen.
ever see that guy again, or did he continue
Um,
on in the program?
yeah, so he ended up taking a couple months off of our class and then moving into another class.
Okay.
And he ended up graduating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he lives in LA now. I've done a little Googling to find him. I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook for reasons, but yeah, I have no idea what he's up to now. It's been a couple years since I bothered to check and see
I
what he's
mean,
doing.
props to him for going all out.
Yeah, for real. I remember I think it was month 2 where you're learning the basics of everything on set. I remember another girl in my class got sent home because, you're supposed to wear like tennis shoes when you're doing grip
Oh
work.
my gosh.
And this girl shows up in sandals.
That reminds me of
And, and
my friend Eduardo. He
Avila?
showed up. Yeah, I mean, he showed up to, I think it was shoelaces or another shoe, but he was the key grip on that,
Uh-huh.
and he showed up straight up wearing sandals, and I was like, dude, like, why?
He's a talented kid, though.
He is. He is. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. He's great. Dude. Yeah. So, yeah, she got sent home. She was, like, really upset. Had to go. Or did she get sent home? I forget exactly what happened. She didn't do anything on set because the teacher wouldn't let her. But it was funny because we had talked about this several times. Like, when you're on set, wear closed-toed shoes. Wear
Yeah.
tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Don't wear
I
sandals.
mean, if you drop like the leg of a C stand or the leg of a combo stand on
even
your
if you
foot,
stub your toe, like there's a
It's gonna
million
be-
things on set.
it's gonna be real bad for you. It's not gonna be fun. It's not gonna be a fun day.
Oh man, yeah. I think those are two of my best stories.
Yeah. It's like, and I understand it. Like, you're stressing safety on set. We're handling equipment that could literally fall over and kill someone. I mean, we were doing a rehearsal on one of our shoots, just setting up lighting, and Jordan, who was the director for my thesis film, he, I was essentially raising the riser on I think it was like a 1K Mo Richardson, and this thing out of nowhere like slipped, and I had to grab the riser
Oh,
before it came crashing down on his head.
dang.
So I stopped it, and just after that, I made sure to tighten the riser as much as possible.
Yeah.
Not like within
Safety
reason,
chains, Brian.
but
Safety
like
chains.
just making sure that it doesn't loosen and drop. That's why like the lefty loosey, righty tighty thing is so important when you're setting up grip equipment.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. So before we move into our next topic, would you recommend film school to
It really
someone else?
if you have a scholarship, like if you have the money to do so, I would say yes, especially if you want to get contacts and such. But just on the other side of that, like you can literally learn everything that we were taught. If you are if you're willing to put in the work, go on YouTube and you can find out everything. You can literally find
totally.
out everything by yourself. You can purchase a camera. You can purchase lighting equipment. You can purchase a workstation, a computer to do exactly what you need to do.
You're right. I think I've learned more just doing hands-on stuff on set and through YouTube than I think I did in film school.
Yeah, you will spend
As valuable
less,
as I think film school was for
you will spend
a lot of reasons.
less money doing that, and you will learn a lot more. The thing
I think
is,
it's a
though,
matter of also if you have connections, like if you have a group of friends that you're all passionate about filmmaking and none of you have gone to film school, you all can figure it out and make a movie yourselves
yeah,
and do it that way. But if you need a network of people, if you want to work with seasoned veterans, potentially yes, film school could be a great option for you. That's my
but
take.
I also think you can take the route of like getting a camera like this one and getting a dongle that goes straight to your computer. And I mean, now more than ever, everyone's at home. Like, you can start making content, you can start podcasting,
Yeah.
you can start game streaming, like video game streaming. You can do, scripted content on YouTube. You can do all these things, and you can
Hmm.
build your portfolio. And you, along the way, people will reach out to you, and you can make more contacts in the film industry. You can get people interested in your content, and really get to know people that way, and not have to drop, tens of thousands of dollars on film school.
Yeah.